Father, you are so good to us. We just welcome you here this morning. We thank you that you are here in the morning and in the evening. Your mercies are new every morning. And we just thank you for that. We rest in that this morning. God, we just want to meet with you.
Remember I'm here today to talk to you about an offering temptation that we're going to have. And so when I was asked to do this, my name's Clayson. But when I was asked to do this, I was told one very simple thing. It was keep it simple. And immediately I was freaking out about that because that's anything but what my mind does. Let's keep it simple. And so I really struggled to find something to talk about today. I looked at every passage, every word for offering, I looked into it in so many different ways, but like every time I come up with something, it sounded off. And I think the reason it sounded off is because my mindset was incorrect. I was looking at it as something that we have to do. And that's one thing I've seen in life that I say a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to go to a meeting. I have to go see my friend. I have to go back home. I have to. But in all reality, I don't have to. I get to. And in this time, we get to give back to the God who has blessed us so much. A God who loves us when we don't deserve it. The God who gave us new life. I remember when I lived in my brokenness. I was worthless. I was stupid. Sometimes I debate if I'm still stupid today. But I was the least of the least. And God brought me up and made me a new creation. He brought me new life that I never deserved. And He did that for every single one of you in here. And this time we get to give back to the one who gave us everything. Our family, our friends, our money, our jobs, our passions, our talents, everything was given to us by God. And at this time, I'm excited to give back because He deserves everything I have. And He only asked for a small amount. God loves you. God desires you to trust Him. And in this time I ask you to give to Him and trust and love Him with your whole heart. You bow your heads with me. Dear Lord, thank you so much for wanting us. Thank you so much for giving us life when we were dead in our sin. Thank you for this opportunity that we get to give back to you. That we get to show you how much you mean to us. How much we love you. Lord, you're everything to us. You're our future. You're our present. You brought our past. You're in everything in our lives. And God, I pray that we give back to you with a grateful heart for all you have done for us. Lord, we love you. In Jesus' name, amen.
His House dance team from SVSU. And the song we're going to dance to today is called Weight, and it just symbolizes like the weight that we carry because of our sin, and that nothing that we can do on our own can get rid of that weight. We just have to give it up to God.
age will waste away, we will surely suffer, but it's a slight momentary trouble. The deconstruction is painful, but the transformation is beautiful. When we, the children of God, are crushed under the heavy affliction of this world, be reminded that it's weightless in comparison to the eternal measure of God's glory. We have lost our eyes for the unseen and have swallowed the false hope of the visible. We must realize the empty grave and revel in the certainty of His resurrection with assurance of renewal, considering it worthy to suffer for the faith. So He will worship while we wait.
Father, I just ask you to do whatever you want to do this morning. You know, I've thought and prayed about this moment for a long time. Asking you to run in you. I'm confident in you. Kind of okay with me. Excited about this group. Looking forward to what you want to do this morning. Hey, we get into something that I didn't realize God spent my whole life preparing you for this moment. Don't screw it up, right? So that's the term about community. Man, what a good word. I just want you to take a second and just don't say anything, but I just want you to think about what you think of when you think of that word community. Just kind of think about that for a second. Some things come to my mind. I think of a Lake Michigan pier. Had water where my family went when we were younger. Now South Haven, walking out with my family and some friends, just kind of watching the waves, enjoying the nice clean air, enjoying not having to be anywhere, just talking about life, and just seeing what happens. I think about a campfire on a fall evening with some friends. I think about going and helping another friend, or them helping our family in a time of need, just kind of coming together, you know, kind of a good Amish barn raising. Like, just kind of, let's all dig in because we need some help. I think specifically of Acts 2, verses 42 to 47, which I wonder if that comes to your mind as well. And they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and prayer. And awe came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were being done through the apostles. And all who believed were together and had all things in common. They were selling their possessions and belongings and distributing the proceeds to all as any had need. And day by day, attending the temple together, breaking bread in their homes, they received their food with glad and generous hearts, praising God and having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to their number day by day those who were being saved. Think about that. Isn't that just a beautiful picture of community? And then somebody said, Ben, at the Winter Retreat, we only get to talk about invasive community. And, I've learned that I overthink everything, so I try not to think about things, right? Like, I just said yes, right? And I didn't think about it, and I let time pass, and I really focused on the word community, because that one I could get my head around, but invasive community, I thought I liked the idea, but the more I thought about the word invasive, the more I don't like the word. I mean, there's invasive species, we don't like those, we don't want those around. When I think of the word invasive, I think of like an outside creature or force that is unwanted. It comes in and it devastates. You need to keep it out at all costs, right? You know what I really think of when I think of the word invasive? And I'm trying not to be graphic this morning, I really am. And I'm not doing this for like effect, right? It's what I think of. I think of being in some guy's office that I didn't ask to be in. And he told me to put on something that's not clothes. And the funny thing is, I'm just here for my toe. But the back is open, it can't be tied, and how do I tie something behind my back? And he walks in and he puts on this glove. And he decides that it's time to examine and investigate things that I'm not really excited about. And so as we're approaching the retreat, I think an invasive community. I don't even want to talk about that. And it's Sunday morning, they're tired. This is going to be awesome. I'm sorry, I know those two words, those two concepts couldn't seem farther from one another. I feel like we just need to deal with that from the start. Community and invasive, they couldn't seem any farther apart, and I think we need to deal with that before we go any farther. This morning we're going to look at the true nature of community. The community that you were created for. I'm going to do three things this morning. It's going to be hard. The first, I want us to look at a biblical foundation for the concept of community. And I'm sorry, but we're going to have to run through it. So get out your note-taking device, whatever that is. I like paper and pen. That still works for me. Your phone, whatever you want. And we're going to run through that. The second thing we're going to do is we're just going to talk about the invasive nature of community. We're just going to get into that. And the third, if you don't mind, I just think we need to be practical. So if you snooze through the first two, like wake up your buddy for the last and say, hey, this is what you're supposed to do, like for the test or something. The last one is going to look at some action steps. So I just want to be really clear about what we're going to do this morning. Hey, a biblical foundation for community. What's the Bible say about community? Well, and I want to back up. I don't know if that if you don't mind, Allie, go back to that book. So there's this guy named Brad House. It's kind of funny because he was little Brad when I grew up. My buddy Brian House, we were the same age, we were buddies, and Brad House was the little twin brother, which I'm sorry, but I was young and immature. Brad House is led himself to Christ in an university Bible study at Michigan Tech. I don't know how you do that, but he did. Somebody said, hey, you should be a Bible study leader. And he was like, okay. And as he was leading the group, he realized he needed Jesus. And so way to go, Brad House. I've had a lot of regret over my life for not getting involved in Brad's life and sharing the gospel with him, but Jesus and I think worked that out. But Brad House wrote a book that's the dumbest book and the smartest book I've ever read. I mean, it's just one of those books that it's like every page you read, you're like, duh, that makes sense. Well, of course. But every page you read, you go, and we're not doing that. That's so important. We need to wrestle with that. Just about the true nature of community. So I feel like when you plagiarize, you should let people know where you got it from. But there's a lot that Brad wrote that's kind of influenced, not really kind of pulled together a lot of things I think God was already doing and causing me to wrestle with in life. A quote in his book, no one really debates the need for people to exist within community. It's not merely a Christian understanding. It's a human understanding. But belonging in and of itself will never be enough. Hanging the need for community on belonging is like hanging the need for water on thirst. Hanging the need for community on belonging is like hanging the need for water on thirst. The need for both is deeper. Thirst is a symptom of deeper things, of deeper stuff. That your body was created to require water to survive. While we can technically survive without community, we don't function properly without it. The deeper need for community is embedded in the very fabric of who we are. It is part of our design. I think that's really good. I want to just run through a number of biblical concepts I think we need to lock in on this morning. The first, you were created for community. You were created in God's image. Genesis 1, verses 26 through 27 Then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. What does it mean to be created in God's image? You know, there's so many implications of this that I hope we wrestle with, but one for us today is that God lives in perfect community. We're going to talk about that in a second. This is all kind of under that heading of the fact that you're created for community. Second, you were created incomplete. Genesis 2:18, the Lord said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. And we get this partially right. It's not good for you to be alone. For Adam, we know what came next. Eve was created that he might have someone to walk this life with. But I think we get it wrong. You know, it's not good for man or for women to be alone. But I think we make wrong associations and assumptions. We assume that this loneliness was to be satisfied in a mate. Or worse, we assume it was to be satisfied in sexual intimacy. We have two great needs in this life. First and primary, connection with our Creator. You were created incomplete. You need God. You can try to deny that, but it's a truth you'll have to deal with. Second, you have a desire and a great deep need for connection with others. Try to deny either, it'll only be your detriment. This is uncomfortable. It's not uncomfortable. I've got kids. I've got kids. Some of them are here. And just God brought to this thing in my moment, into my mind in a moment. I don't want to dishonor them. I think they'll be okay. They'll forgive me later. But I've got a child that I hug often, and I tell him that I'm saving his life. You know, without human contact, you might die. You know, I mean, we just go in for the hug often. You have a deep need for connection with others, primarily for connection with your Creator. Third, under this kind of heading that you're created for community, God exists in perfect community. We have the three persons of the Trinity. God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Jesus' last prayer was that we would recognize this and seek unity just as He, the Father, and the Holy Spirit live in perfect community. John chapter 17, verses 20 through 23. My prayer is not for them alone. I pray also for those who will believe in me through their message, that all of them may be one. Father, just as you are in me and I am in you, may they also be in us so that the world may believe that you have sent me. I have given them the glory that you gave me, that they may be one as we are one. I in them and you in me, so that they may be brought to complete unity. Then the world will know that you sent me and have loved them even as you loved me. It is so interesting to me that God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit live in perfect community. They're perfectly content in their relationship, in themselves, in the three persons of the Trinity. They have no extra. They don't long for anything outside of them. They don't. You know, they're not needy, and they exhibit. God exhibits this in Himself, and we were created in His image. You were created to need and desire community. God calls us into this kind of community. I think that's why we quote. Was Acts 2:42 through 47 unknown to you? Like I hear it all the time. Acts 2:42, 43. You know, as ministry, we should look like Acts 2:42. You know, as a small group, we should be like Acts. You know, the church should look like Acts 2:42. I mean, it's like the only thing that exists is Acts 2:42 through 47. You know, there's a lot more in the Bible. It didn't always look like Acts 2:42 through 47. If you read other pages, it looked a lot more like what you experienced. But I think we know there's this utopia, this desire, this great thing that should exist, that we all long for, that looks like Acts 2:42 through 47. Where when somebody has a need, we take care of it. And we're spending time together. And hey, you know, your stuff isn't just your stuff, it's my stuff. My stuff isn't just my stuff, it's your stuff. You need something that we take care of each other. Oh, hey, that guy, he doesn't have food. Well, let's take care of that. Hey, and it's not just about people that are inside the circle. We kind of open up the circle. There's people outside the circle. We want them inside the circle because they need this too. And it's not just about we're really nice people and we put these bumper stickers on our car. It's the fact that Jesus is on the throne and we need Him. And He's what makes this whole thing possible. I said a lot there, nothing at all, I suppose. What would that look like if the deepest longing of my heart was satisfied? Another biblical truth, community was rebuilt on the cross. Community was rebuilt on the cross. What Jesus did on the cross is central to the building of authentic community. Sin, thank you, Scott. Friday night, sin isolates. Sin brings death. Couldn't be any more clear. You made that crystal clear. I think we knew it. Sin isolates. Sin brings death. Mitch, thank you. Red, what was it? The color of love or the... Last night, it was so good. Jesus unites. He brings life. Jesus unites. He brings life. When we participate in community that is Jesus, or we often say gospel-centered, we become a physical demonstration of the grace of God. We become a physical demonstration of the grace of God. We can only experience that because of what Jesus has done for us and demonstrated for us. Ephesians 2, verses 11 through 22, Paul is talking to them, and he's talking about the Jews